Spaghetti Bolognese recipe with some tips and techniques that you can use. Ingredients: 1 pound, 450 grams, ground beef, ideally lean beef with a higher fat content for flavor. 1 onion, finely chopped, aim for a uniform and consistent chop. 2 cloves of garlic, minced, mince the garlic finely to ensure even distribution of flavor. 1 carrot, finely chopped, try to dice the carrot into small, uniform pieces. 1 celery stalk, finely chopped, similarly, finely chop the celery for a balanced texture. 1 can, 14 ounces / 400 grams, diced tomatoes, use high-quality canned tomatoes or substitute with fresh, peeled and chopped tomatoes. 2 tablespoons tomato paste, use concentrated tomato paste for a richer flavor. 1 cup beef or vegetable broth, choose a good quality broth to enhance the overall taste. 1/2 cup red wine, optional, using red wine adds depth and richness to the sauce. 1 teaspoon dried oregano, crush the dried herbs between your fingers to release their flavors. 1 teaspoon dried basil. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. 1 bay leaf, use a fresh or dried bay leaf for aromatic undertones. Salt and pepper to taste, season throughout the cooking process to layer the flavors. 2 tablespoons olive oil, use extra virgin olive oil for a robust taste. 1 pound, 450 grams, spaghetti, use high-quality spaghetti for a better texture. Grated Parmesan cheese for serving, freshly grated Parmesan has a superior taste. Fresh basil or parsley for garnish, optional, chopped herbs add freshness and visual appeal. Instructions: 1. Heat the olive oil in a large, heavy-bottomed skillet or saucepan over medium heat. The heavy-bottomed pan ensures even heat distribution and prevents burning. 2. Add the finely chopped onion, minced garlic, diced carrot, and celery to the pan. Sauté the vegetables until they become soft and translucent, stirring occasionally. This step allows the vegetables to release their natural sweetness and flavors. 3. Push the cooked vegetables to one side of the pan and add the ground beef to the cleared area. Break up the meat with a wooden spoon and cook until it's browned and caramelized. Browning the meat creates depth of flavor and adds texture to the sauce. 4. Once the meat is cooked, incorporate it with the sautéed vegetables in the pan. Stir well to combine all the ingredients, ensuring that the meat is evenly distributed throughout the mixture. 5. Add the diced tomatoes, tomato paste, beef or vegetable broth, and red wine, if using, to the pan. Stir gently to combine. The liquid components help to create a rich and flavorful sauce. 6. Season the sauce with dried oregano, dried basil, dried thyme, the bay leaf, salt, and pepper. Stir again to evenly distribute the spices, allowing them to infuse into the sauce. 7. Reduce the heat to low and let the sauce simmer uncovered for about 30 minutes. Stir occasionally to prevent sticking and to help meld the flavors together. This gentle simmering process allows the sauce to thicken and intensify in taste. 8. While the sauce is simmering, bring a large pot of salted water to a rolling boil. Cooking the spaghetti in well-salted water enhances its flavor. Cook the spaghetti according to the package instructions until it's al dente, usually around 9 to 11 minutes. Test the pasta for doneness by tasting it. It should have a slight bite to it. 9. Once the spaghetti is cooked, drain it in a colander, reserving a small amount of the cooking water. Toss the spaghetti with a small drizzle of olive oil to prevent sticking and keep it moist. 10. After the sauce has simmered for 30 minutes, taste and adjust the seasoning if needed. Remove the bay leaf from the sauce before serving, as it is not intended to be consumed. 11. To serve, plate the spaghetti by twirling a portion onto a plate or bowl using a fork and spoon or tongs. Ladle the bolognese sauce over the spaghetti, ensuring each portion gets a generous amount of sauce. 12. Sprinkle grated Parmesan cheese over the top of each plate. Grate the Parmesan directly onto the spaghetti for a fresh and flavorful touch. Adjust the amount of cheese based on personal preference. 13. If desired, garnish the dish with fresh basil or parsley leaves for added freshness and visual appeal. Chopping the herbs just before serving releases their aromas.